I, Ashtyn, along with Annie Best and Paige Schlump, have decided to venture into the realm that is One Direction. We'll interview fans and non-fans alike to see what makes up a true Directioner. We'll also touch on various ways that the boys have invaded our lives. Let's begin with merchandise. From toothbrushes to dolls, the British boy band has filled the shelves of all our favorite stores. Fans spend on average of $100 to $200 on merchandise, tickets, and music. One person has even spent $10,000 so far on One Direction merchandise. Okay, so what is your name?
My name's Laura.
Okay, and how long have you worked here at Justice?
I've worked here for a year.
Okay, and would you say that there are a lot of people that come in here for One Direction?
Yes.
What kind of merchandise do you sell for One Direction?
We sell usually t-shirts and like little journals and stuff like that.
Okay. And are you yourself a fan of One Direction?
No.
Okay, have you heard any of their songs before?
The famous one, I forgot just follows it.
Okay. Do you sing along to it?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you're not really a big fan. Okay. Okay, well thank you.
What is your name now? China Fun.
And how long did you work at Claire's?
I worked at Claire's for a little bit over a year.
And did you like working there?
I mean, it was okay. I didn't get many hours because it's retail, so.
And while you were there, did you sell a lot of One Direction merchandise?
Yes, I did, especially when they went on sale or when like a concert came around. That's when the greater waves would come through.
What kind of merchandise did you have?
We had things from like t-shirts and dolls to cups to like gloves and wallets.
And what would you say, like, what kind of people came into the store to purchase the items?
It was either fan crazy girls that would come in or like family members that were like desperate and that's all they knew about them.
And are you yourself a fan of One Direction?
I kind of am. I'm not as crazy as like my friends are, but like I like their music.
Okay. And do you have like a favorite song or band member?
My favorite band member would have to be Zayn because I just always thought he was cute.
Do you have a favorite song?
My favorite song of them is oh my gosh, oh I hear it all the time.
What?
Shoot, it's not like one of their popular songs, but I watched the video.
Remember how it goes?
No. I'm just gonna say my favorite song, I like their You and I.
You and I? Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Well, thank you for your interview. Now on to fans versus non-fans. According to Urban Dictionary, a Directioner is someone who is devoted to 1D no matter what. The average One Direction fan is 7 to 13 years old. However, many older people find the boys fascinating too. What's your name and how old are you?
Adriana, I'm 17.
Okay, and where do you go to school?
Lake Highlands High School.
Okay, if I say One Direction, what comes to mind?
The band.
Anything else come to mind? Like, what about the band?
Probably them going on tour and stuff like that.
So, when did you first start liking One Direction?
Summer going into freshman year.
Who is your favorite band member?
Louis.
Even though you have Harry next to you?
I'm collecting all 5.
Why is Louis your favorite?
I don't think my answer is appropriate for school.
Have you gone to their concerts?
Yes, I've been to 6.
6? And
Yeah.
have they all been, like, where have they all been?
4 have been in Dallas, 2 have been in New York.
Have you flown specifically for the concerts?
Yes.
Have you met any of them?
Yes.
If so, please explain your encounters.
Okay. So the first time, they were in Dallas for a Bring 1D to Dallas event, and me and Mackenzie went, and they autographed our CDs. So.
Nice. How much money do you think you spent on concerts, merchandise, and their music?
Probably around $2,000.
And how much of your life do you think you have devoted to One Direction?
Okay, so it's been like 4 years, so like a quarter of my life, roughly.
And what would you like to say to any non-One Direction fans?
Why do you not like happiness?
Okay. Thank you. It's safe to say that Adriana is a true fan, But some people, however, do not find One Direction as appealing.
What's your name and how old are you?
My name's Lily and I'm 7.
Where do you go to school?
St. Thomas Aquinas.
If I say One Direction, what comes to mind?
Wendy.
Why do you not like One Direction?
Well, I just don't really like them.
Do you not like any boy bands or specifically One Direction?
Specifically One Direction.
How do you feel about their music? Do you like any of their songs?
I only like, That's What Makes You Beautiful.
And do you ever think you could start liking them at some point?
Probably.
And what would you like to say to any One Direction fan?
I don't really like them so much.
Others are indifferent towards One Direction.
So what's your name and how old are you?
My name is Sophia Schleppenbach, and I am 17 years old.
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Bishop Lynch.
If I say One Direction, what comes to mind?
A popular boy band for today.
And why do you not like One Direction?
I don't dislike One Direction. They're just not. I'm not a huge fan of them.
And do you not like any boy bands or specifically One Direction?
Specifically One Direction.
And how do you feel about their music? Do you like any of their songs?
I like. What?
Explain.
I like some of their songs. I mean, I don't choose to listen to them all the time, though.
And do you ever think you could start liking them at some point, like become a big fan?
I mean, I could start liking them. I don't think I'll ever be a huge fan.
And what would you like to say to any One Direction fan?
I gotta get a serious face. Okay. You do you, fam.
Liam, please.
It's Harry. It's Harry.
It's Harry. No, it's not.
I swear to God.
Please. Please. Oh, please, please. Please. Come on. Please. 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 No, oh my God.
If you or a loved one have ever shared a similar experience, you may be suffering from One Direction infection. Symptoms of this disease may or may not include hyperventilating at the words One and/or Direction, whether or not they be together, being flustered at the names Harry, Louis, Liam, Niall, and Zayn, or screaming at One Direction Twitter updates. This disease is curable, and we are here to help. The first step on the road to recovery is to watch this documentary. Results may vary.